Exploring It All. I'm Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, gear and equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding! Thank you for watching.
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us again here on Exploring It All. Today I got a kind of grab bag from Comm. I think it's Comm. I always forget if it's Country Comm or Comm. And this was just a grab bag. I don't really subscribe to this regularly, but I'm going to kind of dump it out, then move everything to the side. This is a big bag. I've opened it already. There's no packing list. And I just wanted to get through it. I pre-scheduled a bunch of videos, but I want to get this one out there and all that. So I think that's, wow, okay. So there's a lot of stuff in here. Now I'm going to just move this all over to the side and we'll start going through it real quick. Like I said, it just comes in a big bag. So there's that. Comm from Sunnyvale, California. And here's a thanks for your support 10% promo code. You guys can use that if you so desire. I don't order from these guys very often. And, you know, it is what it is. So, what do we got here? And like I said, there's no packing list, so you kind of got to figure stuff out for yourself. And we got in here, oh, okay, so that's, all right, I got an idea here. What we have here is a little fire starter wick, and this might even be a lighter. Let me see if this comes out. Okay, yeah, so I can put some lighter fluid in there. It didn't come filled with lighter fluid. And this looks like it's brass. And it looks like it's really brass. So, make sure I'm centered up in here. But yeah, so a little lighter. And not really sure what that is. It came with a little, you have some extra flints here, some extra, it has a rubber seal gasket in here, so this is probably waterproof. Like I said, it is brass. It came with a little key ring dealy bopper here, but it looks like we came with 2 extra O-rings, and it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flints, and 1 extra wick in there as well. So that's kind of cool. So next up in the fire starting realm, move that off to the side. Next up in the fire starting realm, we have a really big fat ferro rod and a striker, and it has a nice edge. Cage 5V SB. I like that it came in a, I've never had one come in a container before like that. A lot of times they're just in a plastic bag. And this is just a ferro rod with some cordage. This is not paracord. It's not 550 cord. It's like empty. It feels hollow inside. It doesn't feel like 550. I like these big ferro rods. Throws out some nice spark. So we got a nice big ferro rod. So next up we have this key ring, and it has some kind of topographical glowy stuff on here. This little Comm thing is their logo, but it is kind of bright. So if you drop it in the woods, you're going to see it. All right. Let's see what's next. And I can reuse these little bags for all kinds of stuff. So that's kind of cool. Next up we have a Maritac Maritac cage. It says, that's what that other thing said too, cage. I don't know what that means. And this is, oh, this is just a little wallet. I wonder if this is RFD. It looks like ripstop nylon. Maritac cage. I'm going to have to look this up, and if I find anything out, I'll post it. But it looks like it's some ripstop nylon here. Has some plastic lining in here. It's a little thin wallet. You can maybe put EDC stuff in there if you want. But that's what that is. And it's just really bright orange. It's not a glowy thing. Next up we have a pair of plastic tweezers. Not the best. They don't completely grip down. Well, I guess when you can put some pressure on them, they bend down, but I don't know. Plastic tweezers. So there you go. Nothing really to write home about. Let's see here. This looks like some kind of medical cloth tape. Oh no, this is like more like packing tape, I think. So, this is probably reflective. Yes, very much so. That charges up very fast. This is a reflective tape. It's kind of thick and plasticky. I don't know if you guys can see it. And this is, like I said, a UV light. And this is glowing very green to me. And I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. In my end, I can't tell if you guys can tell. But this is very much glowing green. Later on, when it's dark out, I'll maybe take a couple still shots and include that in there. So there's some glowy tape. I don't know. That's kind of cool. I'll put it in one of those plastic bags. All right. Next up, we have, and I'm using my Victorinox EDC here. I think I know what these are. It says they're Tinder fire starters. So let's see. Oops. All the way. This is a resealable Ziploc bag. And oh, not exactly what I thought. So these are kind of some waxed tindered fire starters. And maybe I'll get a pan out and we'll give this a shot. Yeah, let's see here. So I'm going to give this a quick fire shot here on this. I cut off about half a piece of these. This is a really thick, waxy one here. And it started pretty quick. And this is about half of one of those sticks. So we'll see how that burns. Another piece of it. Seems to be burning pretty good. It's very waxy. It didn't fluff up that much, but it also didn't seem to need it to get a spark off of it with the ferro rod. So there's that. Alright, so that was a look at the fire tabs burning as I inserted that in there. Let's see if there's anything. Okay, let's go to this. So we have one of these little Dura knife razor blade things. I've never seen one quite like this. I have a couple of similar ones. You know, that's, I mean, it is what it is. It's, you know, throw it in a little bag or something if you need something with a razor blade, I guess. not really that big of a deal. All right, so we have a patch here. It's made glow in the dark, and I don't know why they would do this. It says CERT, and CERT, various departments spell CERT differently. Sometimes it's with an S, and yeah, this glows. I was actually a CERT team member. So this is a glow-in-the-dark CERT patch. For those of you that don't know, now I was actually on a CERT team at one time. Our department spelled it S-E-R-T, which stood for Special Emergency Response Team. This could be Crisis Emergency Response Team. Different departments spell it different ways. But I'm not really sure why you would want to send out a patch that said CERT on it. Because, I mean, if you're not CERT, you don't want to identify yourself as that. And, you know, there's that. So, next we have, I don't know what this is. I'm going to take it out here. To me, it looks like a Monopoly playing piece. Kind of looks like a queen, a chess piece maybe. Okay, well this is a little metal deal. There's nowhere to put it. It has their logo on the bottom part of it here. And like I said, it looks like a miniature queen for playing chess, maybe. I don't know what this is supposed to be. And you don't get any instructions in here on anything, so you don't have any reference point on anything. Next up, this is just zip-locked here. This is interesting as well, kind of in the same area. Maybe they put these in there for contrast, so you can see what's in the bags. These are some brass dice. They're very heavy. I'm going to tell you that. These are machined. When they hit, they don't really roll. It's kind of interesting. They almost feel like they're loaded dice, but they're not. That's an 8, 7, 4, 4 again, 7 again, I don't know, 6. Anyway, so some little brass dice. So interesting, I guess. Kind of weird. Man, that garbage truck is squeaky out there. I don't know. I hope it doesn't come across too much on the video. All right, next up we got a little EDC tray for all the little things you get, and you can throw it in there. I don't get the little dice thing in EDC tray. Next we have, and I suspect this glows in the dark, and to me, I'm assuming that's what this is. This is a rounds block. So you can put and it looks to me the caliber looks like 22. And it has that cage number on it also. That must be the company they order from. And I don't know if that it shows up on my hand. When I got my hands around it, you can see the green glow, but that does glow. So you got a block for 22 rounds. And next we have a small button compass. And I have a bunch of these. Small button compass. And it works. It's pointing north. We have a EDC emergency card. This one has almost trying to copy the Grimm Workshop. They have a little bit of sticky back on this. It's not sticky back on this side, but it looks like it's almost sticky back. It feels like you might be able to put these on back on. We'll see. I'm going to try and get this off of here. It appears they have a saw here. Wow, this really does not want to come off. I'm trying not to rip the backing that's on here, or else it won't stick back on. Nope, but it took the backing right off of it. So their attempt is a failure. I'm going to tell you that right now. You can see that it pulled that off. And this is just a mess. Yeah, that's not even coming off of that. This is a saw. These are hooks. You're gonna it's almost like it's melted on here. It's the adhesion is not coming off. So they got some fishing hooks and some lures, but this is not shiny. It's kind of coated. Maybe like it looks like titanium coating on here, but like I said, this is not coming off. And to me, this is kind of just a poor man's attempt at Grimm Workshop, which do a much better job. Really not impressed with that. Or the dice thing, to be honest. And next up, I have some of these. These are pretty good. I've had these before in the past. Move that down like that. And these are a bunch of different sizes. These can come in very handy, like when you're trying to put keychain rings on things. And we have one large one, two medium ones, and two small ones. Little pry bars. You got a little pry point here, a little pry here. It says made in the USA, US government on it. So you got a made in the USA item here. Put those in there. And almost looked like it was affecting the compass, but I guess not. So made in the USA, US government is stamped on that. So you have the pry bars. Oops. And what's next here? You have a emergency whistle. I don't know. It is very loud. Has a, it doesn't say the name. There's a ENISO. It says Nexus? I don't know. Anyway, so there's a emergency whistle. We have a kind of keychain. This is metal. These screw in. I've had these before. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. And we can put all of these things on there before we put it together. That way we can keep everything from getting lost. Can even put this, leave that loose. Could even put that little Duralock knife on there. And then this screws in here. And it works. So that's cool. Kind of like that. I should have pulled this one out. We have another glow-in-the-dark item here. This is a glow-in-the-dark keychain type tag item. You guys can see it kind of glowing green there. So you got that. And I got another one of the smaller, same as this one I think, but oh, maybe it's bigger, I don't know. Let's see. Same size. Another one of the trays, only this tray is glow in the dark. That actually kind of could come in handy. I like these little trays to put things in, and that one glows in the dark, so I can throw that in my bag. In a dark room, you put keys or my glasses on that tray, I can find them in the dark. So as long as that's juiced up. Got a couple of big items left here, kind of saving the big stuff for last. We have a set of the rescue trauma type shears to cut through clothing and stuff. Sometimes these will even cut through a penny or whatnot. This has that cage Meritac number on there, so the same company's producing all this stuff. You have that. We have, and it'd really be nice if you got some product description here. We have a bag, and this is a zipper bag. Now this looks like it's not waterproof, but it almost looks like it might be a Faraday bag. But I don't think it is. I really don't think it is. I'll test it later. But it's just a big bag. You got a loop here. You can put it on a belt. Hang it from straps or something, I guess. Like I said, it's just a big bag. Probably a little water resistant. I doubt it's waterproof. I don't know. The way that zipper works, it may have quite a bit of water resistance. I wouldn't put anything, I wouldn't try and protect phones or tablets with it. But anyway, so you have that bag. And one of their stickers. We got a sticker. That is what it is. Let's see here. We got this. What's in here? Oh, wow. Okay. It is lock picks, and you also have a set of keys, but it's a clear lock, practice lock with lock picks. And I guess that's cool. I have a few different lock picks. These look pretty durable, so that's kind of neat. Comes in a case. I've gotten a few lockpick sets from Grim Workshop. Again, I mentioned them. And let's see, next up. That came in a nice big bag. Next up, we have a zipper bag. And it feels like there's stuff in here. Oh, okay, and I'm not going to go into all this stuff here, but so you got a bag. It's got some elastic straps in here, some big ones, some little ones inside of them. Oh, a little pocket right here. Is that so? That's funny. So you have, oh, it's Velcro. So this is a big pocket right here. Has a pocket, has the Molly Powell's type attachment straps, and you got a big pocket in the front. So, and first aid gear, you got some gloves, a triangle bandage, looks like an Ace elastic bandage, some tape. I can see some bandages in there, and then some big gauze pad bandages. And this is just all vacuum sealed. I'm not going to open that. So you have that. So that's a look at this County Comm grab bag. You know, it's an interesting little mix, and I got this a couple years ago once, and I thought I'd give it another look. A lot of people, I get advertisements from them all the time, but I got a couple of these trays the last time I got something from them. I didn't get all the fire starter stuff. These kind of go with this, I guess. I could probably fit all this stuff in this one little bag. It's really funny. It seemed like when I got the bag, it seemed like there was a lot more. Of course, I got tons of packaging. So, and those Ziploc bags can be reused. But anyway, I don't know. Overall, the first aid kit I like. I don't really care for these tweezers, ferro rods. I mean, it's a good ferro rod. You saw me start it, fire starter, tinders, key tag, a couple of key tags. I mean, I like the glow-in-the-dark tape. I like this lighter here. I will probably never use that. I'll never use that. Cert pack. This is a trashable item because that is, I mean, you couldn't even peel it off. This is, it's not overly sticky, but I don't know. I couldn't peel it off. It came off of the hook. Well, no, it's still some of it stuck on there. It peels, the adhesive is completely just stuck to the items. So, I mean, that's almost worthless. Actually, it's worthless. I like the lockpick thing. You can practice picking locks. So, there you go. Is what it is. I forget how much this was. It was like 70, 80 bucks. I don't think it was worth it. I probably will never order from this company again. Just because I already had one of these. Now I got a glow-in-the-dark one. The little lighter thing's cool. I got the pry bars before. I got a whistle before. Key tags. I don't know. I don't really need a glow-in-the-dark blocking thing. So it is. Well, guys, I wanted to do a little kind of follow-up here. I've actually got everything inside these two bags, except for these few items right here. This is junk. I'm going to throw this, I'll throw that away. I'm going to give these to Miraculous Girl. I won't use their sticker. I wasn't really happy with this purchase. I want to say I paid between $80 and $100. I don't really remember. And, I don't know if the value's there. If it is, it's barely there. The bags are okay. This one's probably a waterproof bag. This bag's all right. I wouldn't use this as a first aid. I go with the red for first aid. So I'll take that first aid stuff and throw it in my first aid. But overall, like I said, I was disappointed. The glow-in-the-dark stuff, there's some useful items. I'll use the EDC trays and things like that. If you guys want any of this stuff, there's a promo code. You can go to their site. You can order stuff individually or get one of their mystery bags and you'll probably get some of this stuff. I like the lighter and things like that. I have a subscriber, Woodsman for Life, and he often tells me, that's a bunch of junk, you're wasting your money. And on this particular one, I almost agree with him. Not 100%. Like I said, there are some items I like and whatnot, but I don't see the value overall in this particular purchase anyway. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and remember, be nice to each other.